addresses, we'll give you a date for judgment. Allow them to look through all your addresses, your processes, and communicate a date for judgment.
Is it not then a concern that the Supreme Court is taking this long to resolve this issue?
You know,
because you would agree that it further deepens the political turmoil that we are seeing in the state.
The fact is very, very clear. I don't want to preempt the Supreme Court as a lawyer. I don't want to preempt them. But the fact is very, very clear. You can see it. By Section 109, Sub G1, the moment you take a step to leave a political party that was your platform, that gave you the platform for you to be elected, what then do you think?
But they would cite the Omotosho's judgment. In fact, I'm pretty sure the lead counsel also mentioned that while he was referring to Amewule and the estranged lawmakers being the following the withdrawal, being the authentic leaders of the House of Assembly in the state. He referred to the judgment from Justice Omotosho.
It's still a contention before the Supreme Court. It's still a contention. The budget is on. The budget. We're through with the budget. But let me tell you, the 2025 budget. A High Court have given a lawful order to the governor to present the budget. But what you should know, as of the time the budget was presented in 2002, how many were there? How many were the legitimate member of the State House of Assembly? We don't need to preempt the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court will do their own, will give their judgment judiciously and fairly.
So what happened in court wasn't a judgment.
There was no judgment.
A hearing of appeal.
I can tell you, if call Tony, if that Tony Okocha, the chief Tony Okocha, the state chairman, he was in court. He sat in court. He had it. I was there. Because there was no judgment. There was no ruling.
Most of the suggestions that we got and the headlines and the reports that came out was that judgment had been delivered and so on. In respect of which matter
was judgment delivered?
Well, this is what you're saying now. But my major concern is how this then affects the political trajectory in the state. Do you think that while we are awaiting the Supreme Court judgment, it could put, there are reports already that those within the cabinet, some of those within the cabinets of the governor are on shaky grounds? One leg in, one leg out, because they are not sure what the outcome of the Supreme Court would be, and hence are trying to also even forge relationships with so that at the end, if it doesn't go their way, we have a soft landing. If it does, okay, we're good. Do you think that could affect the followership and those who are with the governor? Do you think this battle of the Supreme Court is fundamental to deciding on solving that?
Like I said, I don't need to preempt the Supreme Court judgment, but I think the governor is firmly in control of the political situation in Rivers State. We must give him all the maximum support for him to succeed. We must. I don't want to preempt it. Like I said, I don't want to go into between.
Aside the judgment, but do you think that there are people with the governor now that are not fully with him because they are waiting for what the outcome of this could be?
We are all fully with the governor. Nobody is shaking. We are not shaking.
You should speak for yourself.
I said nobody is shaking. I can tell you as a grassroots man. I can tell you with my people. Let me use my own local. We are not shaking. We are ready to die with the governor. We will be with him. We are not shaking.
Because
what are we shaking for? Because of Supreme Court judgment? What? Is there any case to remove the governor? There is no case to remove the governor. What for? Tell me, is there any case that said we want to remove the governor? No. Those who have defected have defected. And we must obey the constitution. We must obey the rule of law. Which is what? The moment you defect, you have left the party. You are no more member. How do you want to interpret? Do you want to turn the constitution upside down? You are defected by Section 109. Rivers State is a sub-national state. I don't want to go into the merit and demerit of the case or the arguments because it's before the Supreme Court. Let's allow the Supreme Court to make a pronouncement. You cannot stop allocation meant for a local government. You have to election of a local government by you taking INEC and saying, stop. Look at the 36 states. Election went successfully. Then you want to stop Rivers State. I don't want to prejudge or preempt the Supreme Court. Let allow, because the legal argument has been submitted to the Supreme Court. Let's allow the Supreme Court to give us their judgment.
Okay.
But as I'm talking to you, nobody is shaking. We will remain resolute with His Excellency, the Governor of Rivers State. We are not shaking. What are we shaking for?
Yesterday, we had traditional rulers of the Kalabari ethnic group visited, and some comments were made by the governor. One of them was 2027 election, and he's confident that he would emerge victorious if he chooses to run for a second term. For some people, that should not be a conversation now. 2027 is still far away. Well, after the break, you would let us know what you think about discussing 2027 now, where for so many, there are plenty of governance issues that need to be looked into after the break. Stay with us.